Hello, everyone. Welcome to Ghosts of Saltmarsh, Secrets of Saltmarsh. Sorry about that. We've been having some technical difficulties. You are watching the finale. This is the last episode of our very long season 1. I would love to go around the table and introduce everyone in just a second, but before we do, shout out to all of our Patreons. Without their support, all the 1-shots, 2-shots, 3-shots that we do on this channel would not be possible. Everyone that you see here on the screen is one of those Patreons. Thank you so much for your support. If you're interested in more information on what you can get for being a Patreon, you can use !Patreon in chat. We also have a YouTube. You can find all of the episodes of our previous campaigns, including Secrets of Saltmarsh, as you know it, over there at Styluna TV. If you would like to interact with this game, there's a couple of ways you can do so. You can redeem blessings in chat for free by doing chat interaction, lurking, ship posting, all the fun stuff. Or you can redeem an element of fate to the narrative. Every $10 guarantees a draw from the deck of many things to the player of your choice. We're going to go ahead and jump right into it. We'll start off with Igneal for the last time in Secrets of Saltmarsh. Tell me who you are, where we can find you, and who you're playing.
Hello there. My name is Igneal Blazeheart. You can find me on Blue Sky, Igneal Blazeheart. I will be playing Astra Deidra tonight, a Twilight Domain cleric who's ready for a boss battle.
We'll pop on over to GodfatherWraith.
I'm muted. Oh, crap.
Oh, I hear you.
Okay, I'm not muted. Okay. All right, sorry. Hi, I'm GodfatherWraith V_ESG. You can call me GodfatherWraith or Tim, whichever you like. You can call me anything you like except late for dinner. I am completely thrown off this morning. Wow. Or evening or whatever time of day it is. So anyway, I play Garen. He is your average, ordinary, nondescript rogue who's really good at making things dead.
Thank you very much. We'll pop on over to John.
Hello, my name's John. I'm known as Andicarus all over the internet. And specifically here, I'm known as Pole of Ammonfort. Pole started off as a street urchin from the town of Ammonfort. He came with a couple of friends, his familiar Penny Sprinkle and his Titmouse Buttons. He is a warlock, but his patron is the very good hero deity, Heward of the Handy Haversack. And he is devoted to peace and non-violence and music, and especially making friends. So besides the 2 friends that he brought with him, he's continued to make friends, including the PCs here and many of his shipmates, but also of the 4-legged and other-legged varieties like Shem, the talking lobster, Milvia, the ghost lantern, a swarm of rats named Swarmy. His childhood friend Izzy popped up by the other name of Bruna later in our game, and probably most recently made friends with Nut the Flying Monkey. And Stella has been good enough to play all of my little friends, and for that she deserves a huge round of applause. Thank you, Stella.
Thank you. I want you to know that I have been working on like a mind map to like map out allegiances, especially because we're going to be having a lot more faction stuff coming in. And so everyone's like mind map section looks normal, and then Pole's just has so many little boxes coming off of him just because you have all of the creatures, all of the friends that you've made, just all of the alliances everywhere under the sun. It's been a blast. We'll pop on over to Zombie.
Hello, I'm Jacob, I'm Zombie, I am Z, or whatever names like to call me. Today I will be playing Finn Coulson, Ranger Researcher, for possibly the last time, who knows, and also possibly the last time we got to have little bitty Bims here. He's my dragon buddy. He will not be here because he's not part of the battle. He's not coming down and helping us that I remember. He's in the ship. Yeah, I'm excited to kind of see where things go today with the game. And look at this, more dragon buddies. We got dragon buddies.
This is this was one of my Christmas gifts from my friends, one of my friends. Yeah, I also have a little dragon buddy now too.
Awesome.
So cute.
That is super cute.
That's amazing.
Might have to try to find a little dragon familiar somewhere, somehow.
That's the whole reason this exists, is because I got Bims.
Give
as a
it to
buddy,
me.
and I wanted a prop, so I'm like, I'm gonna get Bims. But yeah, if you're interested at all, my blue sky is at zombiefighter89. Well, zombiefighter89.bsky.social, or however that the whole thing goes. But if you're looking for any video editing work, I'm available to be hired. I also don't have the links in front of me. I'll get them while we do the fun introduction before the game. But I am also an editor over at the Pocket Dragon Pub. They do amazing content. I've been working behind the scenes on some of their VODs. Not the Christmas weekends and the holidays is always a little chaotic, but I'm getting back on track on some of that stuff. And yeah, I'm excited for the journey that'll be 2026 for that.
Excellent. To recap where we are, we left off in this strange, ramshackle, half-sunken ship, half-temple to some kind of dead, decaying god. Tharizdun, apparently, though the party was able to suss out that this was not, in fact, totally representative of what you were seeing. I'm going to bring everyone over to the temple just as a quick refresher of what happened here. You managed to make your way inside, and it was there that you were faced with a congregation that was in the middle of performing some kind of ritual. They were worshipping the visage of a decaying shark entity with a great many heads strewn to it. You were able to discern that this is an illusion. This is all fake, just a facsimile. This is not a true temple, perhaps not in the way that these people believe. And through your combined efforts, you were able to free everyone here. You did restrain one of the cultists, so you have them bound and they're not going anywhere. And as you approached the pool of water, this murky, rancid gathering that pools down into what appears to be a long staircase deep, deep, deep underwater, you fought an aboleth. Some of you remember that this is familiar to you through a story that you heard from Arlen related to Captain Christie. You were able to fell the creature, dragging it out of the pool with a combination of Azra's massive controlling of water, washing it out, and you were able to track it down. To paint the scene exactly where we are, Azra, you were able to detect that there's something else in the water. This is not the end. This is not what you came here to fight. Something else lingers just beyond. What would you like to do? What would you like to say as you are all beginning to approach this water? Remember, being able to breathe underwater is going to be important. This is the part in the game where when you try to click to enter the next part of the dungeon, a pop-up comes up and it says, make sure you can do this thing. There's no coming back.
It is a good thing that Astra's been spamming water breathing all day, and it lasts for 8 hours as a ritual in the party.
Okay, and it is
Every
not
day.
concentration, correct?
Nope.
Okay.
Very nice.
All right.
That's very helpful.
I would recommend you don't breathe too much of this water. It looks pretty nasty.
For
we have much
you
of a choice.
hold this water, you can tell that there are no light sources, that whatever lies beyond, you are going to have to rely on your ability to swim, your ability to fight underwater. This is not going to be easy. It might potentially be cramped. It might go very deep. It is a bit uncertain. So we'll assume that everyone's still up at the top of the staircase, not quite submerged. Is there anything that anybody wants to do before you start to move in deeper?
Yes, I would like to use one of my features to give everybody 300-foot dark vision.
Okay.
Eyes of the Night.
I can see better in the dark now.
All right. As you do this, can you describe to me what this looks like?
You see Asra's shadows. Split a portion of his shadow that jumps to everybody's feet, climbs upon their bodies, and then rests in their eyes, giving their eyes this like silvery glow.
As you blink a few times to adjust to this new vision that graces you, you look down in the water and you can see that it is a lot more clear. You can pierce through the murkiness here. The water still does not seem totally sanitary, but you're able to distinctly see the stairs that are winding down. You see that this staircase actually has a bend and it continues further down into the belly of this structure.
Garen is going to carefully swim down.
Right.
And then
See
when
Garen
he sees no dangers,
splash.
he motions. When he sees no dangers, he motions for everybody to follow.
I follow.
Feel free to move your tokens. As you're moving deeper into this temple, you see dark bulk all around you. Looming up from the murky brine is a spire. As you begin to wind down this spire here, swimming deeper and deeper, you can see that there are chunks missing from it. You can see that the temple all around you appears to be on an incline. It is not perfectly level with the earth around you. Say that it's about there that you can stop moving.
Yep, I see why.
You can see that the roof and the walls of this place are covered in seaweed and festooned in barnacles. The facade is a mess. Partially collapsed walls all around you, ruined scaffolding. It almost appears as if this place was possibly under construction when it sank. It's clear that this area you're in was at one point above water. Something happened here and it is now completely submerged. It's hard to tell which parts weren't finished and which parts were part of a collapse. As you make your way down further into this ruined spire, you can see that seaweed has tangled all around the steps here, making it extremely difficult to use, though you were able to just swim past it. As you begin to approach the natural doorway here, let me get a perception check from everybody. Okay. That's a 4 from Pole, that is an 8 from Finn, 28 from Azra, and a dirty 20 from Garen. I'm gonna go ahead and say, Azra, you're the first one to tell that there are glyphs put into the ground and the walls in this area. There appears to be magical traps. As you motion everyone to stop, you see that there is one closest to you. It appears to be right... Oh, let me change this color. Right in front of you. So the group of you can see that Azra is making hand motions, gesturing to the ground.
Astra will point at Garen and then point at the ground.
And I'll say with that, especially you have a dirty 20, you can see that there's a magical trap on the ground here.
Okay.
Cole will pull out his thieves' tools and help.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
So let's get a thieves tool check at advantage here as Pole also reaches down to help you.
19 then.
Okay, 19, excellent. You can see that the glyph here is unstable. It seems to have been placed kind of haphazardly, and that something must have partially triggered it. So you're able to discern that if you just throw some rubble, if you mess with some of the arcane inscription that's put onto it, you're able to essentially disable it. And with Pole's help, you're able to turn off what could have possibly been an electrifying trap of some kind. I'll say that as the three of you are working with that, Finn, you're hovering, waiting, and you're able to see through the darkness into the room beyond. And you see quite visibly that you are not alone. 2 more aboleths, similar to the one that you just fought, appear to be hovering in the water some distance away from you. But it's quite clear that they don't have their attention turned towards the group of you. They look like they're speaking to each other, communicating, though it isn't exactly through sound. Let me get an insight check from you.
4.
It's a 4. That's a natural 1.
Yep.
These things are so alien. You can tell that they're trying to communicate with each other about something, but you can't possibly fathom what they're trying to talk about. All you can tell, even with a natural 1, is that they both seem distressed or agitated.
Mm-hmm. I was really hoping that was one of the languages I knew, which would just make it even worse.
Actually, what language do you know?
Languages are Common, Elven, Draconic, and Abyssal.
No, unfortunately not. Just as a reminder of what these things look like. This is what
Yay.
you are seeing in front of you. There's 2 of them.
Very pretty.
They're beautiful, moisturized.
Very moisturized.
Very moisturized.
Moisturized. Finn, how do you react to this?
I think, well, I forget. When I know we have we can breathe underwater, is it still kind of like the like we can't really talk, so I have to do more motions and stuff, or do I have a voice that I can speak with?
So with the ability to breathe underwater, you could technically produce sound, but it would not be the same as like talking to someone in the room. You'd be incredibly muffled. So you'd basically have to shout, and then it'd be like the equivalent of a whisper. So it would be very strained and very muddled.
Okay. So I think I'll wait until Garen is done doing what he's doing. Like I can obviously tell they're just talking with each other, going, you know, and then I'll tap on his shoulder, and I'll point forward.
You see it as soon as it's brought to your attention.
Nope. Garen's getting a little frustrated with himself for how often he's needing his party members to point these things out to him.
Basically, Finn was trying to communicate. I would have said something, but water. I had to point. You can also clearly see if you're looking at Finn, he's looking at them. He knows they're different than the ones he just fought, but he's still very angry at the things he just fought. So, seeing it again so soon after makes him still irritated.
Right. So, alright. Garen is going to ready his crossbow, since he would have swapped to that as soon as we went underwater.
Mm-hmm. So you will not be attacking at disadvantage.
Right. And are they unaware?
Yes, they don't seem to be paying attention to your direction whatsoever. Let me get an insight check from you.
Okay.
Please do better than me.
Wow, natural 20.
Wow.
Literally the opposite. Okay, with a 24, I'm gonna say that you can tell that they are distressed, and it's impossible to really read their body language. These creatures are just so alien, but from the frenetic movements of them, it's quite visible that one of them, we'll say that one of them has more blue streaks and one of them has more red streaks, just to differentiate them. The one with red streaks appears to be gesticulating aggressively towards the edge of what looks like a pit that you can see over to the west. You can only see part of it from where you are. And the one with blue stripes appears to be relenting. It seems that the two of them are at heads with making some kind of decision. They are disagreeing about something. But other than that, it's impossible to tell if you don't share a language with them.
Well, I'm sure the rest of the party has seen Garen level his crossbow. He'll look at the rest of them, kind of looking for direction. Do we attack or no? After a moment, if nobody responds, he's gonna shoot.
Okay. We see.
I think Pole
Yep, go
is
ahead.
going to cast. Pole is going to cast a spell in there as he kind of nods to Garen, starts doing the set of components, whirling his fingers around in a chaotic manner, and opening and closing his mouth and his eyes. He is going to cast Confusion on
Ooh.
the cross right between the two of them.
Okay. If you don't mind, can you put confusion into the chat there? And it sounds like we are going to be aggressive, so I'm going to start the turn order here. Please select your tokens and roll for initiative. You get a surprise round. See if it helps.
Okay. Angry.
I'm gonna
Okay.
apologize now if random letters get put into chat because Morgana is being queued on the keyboard right now.
Which chat do I gotta look at? I want to see these.
It would be Roll20 chat.
Sweet. Okay.
Okay. I just need Azra.
Ah, sorry.
You okay? Right. Top of the turn order is going to be Finn. You get one action, one whole turn.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So is I forget. My movement speed is slower because we're underwater, yes?
Yeah, so it's going to be essentially considered difficult terrain unless you have a swim speed. So everything's going to be double. So instead of the squares being 5, they're going to be 10.
Okay. Trying to see really quick if I had a swim speed because I forgot. I thought that was an
Probably
issue.
not. I'm pretty sure
Probably
the
not.
only person who had a swim speed was Arlen.
Probably. You're right.
Yeah.
Okay. So 10, 20, 35-ish. Okay.
Yeah, so
So I
30 would
can
bring you
move-
like here.
Why? Grab my character, please. So yeah, about right here. Right? Or am I gonna go back a square? Okay. And then
Yeah, that's fine.
I suppose since it's close enough, well, I don't know how this would work. if we want to use some magic stuff. But generally, I've been using my Hunter's Mark as glitter. I don't know how well that would work underwater, but I basically essentially want to put the Hunter's Mark on the blue one since it's the closest one. I feel like that would be logical to throw it at that one.
Okay.
It's magic glitter.
It's
so I
magic
imagine
glitter.
functions how
It
you
just
want
like
it.
I figured it was magic glitter, but I'm
goes
just
where
like,
want it to go.
hell yeah. So all of a sudden there is this shiny, a little bit. Like, I guess it's sort of dark under here, I guess. So I guess it's not. Really
It's
shiny,
actually
but,
pitch
like,
black and dark, but however, because of the eyes of darkness that was given to you by Azra, you're able to see everything is grayscale. I'll say that like your
Mhm.
magical effect, if you wanted to have color, that's totally fine. But just innately, what you see down here is going to be pitch black dark. Gray.
I think the glitter would be as bright as normal glitter is. I don't think I would add any extra brightness. That's a little too mean. I'm already throwing it in people's eyes. So
This guy does have a bunch of eyes.
True, he does. So I think I'll just throw it on to the blue then.
Okay.
And then I've done my movement. You said I get a surprise round and a turn, or you said that it was just the one?
So this is going to be the surprise round. You will be at the top of the turn order, so you will be able to
for
go
the next
again.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
so you have only moved. You still have an action. If you want to dash, you can move another 30 feet.
Okay,
So
sure,
you would
yeah.
be able to actually move, yeah, you'd basically be able to
Can I-
move.
Can I move in between them?
You won't
Or would
have
that be too
enough.
much?
You'll have one,
No?
2, 3. This is probably the closest you can go.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if the you thinking was like I had just enough movement to get in between, but that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine. I will then I will just attack this blue then
Okay, so
with the warhammer.
so you
What-
won't be able to attack yet because you used your action to
Oh, I'll
dash.
be in range. Oh, right. Never mind.
But you will
Right.
have a normal turn after this surprise round, so you'll be able to attack then.
Okay.
Yeah. And as a heads up, with a reminder about underwater combat, I'll bring that up for everybody real quick. Oh, where was it? It was under here. There you go. Here's the handout for underwater combat. It's gonna be too small for stream to read, but essentially what it says is with ranged weapons, you have to use like a javelin, a crossbow, a net. Anything else will have disadvantage. And that also means that any melee weapons that are not a dagger, a javelin, short sword, spear, or trident are going to also be at disadvantage. So just as a heads up for you, the warhammer will be at disadvantage.
Okay. Doesn't general or grand. Okay. Yeah, 'cause I know mine has man. That's fine.
Okay.
Hmm? That's
Right.
all I can do. Then I'm just gonna stand here and float.
Very good. Garen, it is your turn.
All right. Okay, underwater combat. Thank you. So yeah, I think Garen is going to take a shot at blue.
Okay.
And since they are unaware of him, if it hits, it crits.
Hey, armor class for these guys is going to be 17. That's an absolute hit.
Okay.
Rolled a 22.
All right.
Okay, so math, okay, is going to be 22 plus 26, so that's 48 damage. Holy shit.
And I get to re-roll that one.
Okay.
And another die 6 because Piercer gets an extra die 6 when I crit.
Okay.
So that is an additional 7.
Okay. So as you bring up this light crossbow and you aim it, dunk, the bolt cuts through the water and smashes into the side of this creature. You see that its arms wriggle in pain in the water here, and it whips its head around towards the group of you. Anything else for your turn?
Garen is going to swim behind the wall and try a stealth roll so that he can try to keep that nice advantage he's got.
Okay.
26 stealth.
26. Very good. All right. The aboleths do not have a turn. This is a surprise round. You can see exclamation points come up above their heads. Hole, it is your turn. You're more than welcome to move. And you said you wanted to do confusion, but you're more than welcome to do whatever you like.
I'm still going to do confusion.
Okay.
I don't think I'm going to move any closer. I'll stay where I am.
Okay. So each creature in a 10-foot radius sphere. I'm assuming that you want to avoid hitting Finn with this, but you want to get both of the creatures?
Yes,
Okay.
I do. And I cast it at higher level, so it's actually 15-foot radius, although it doesn't matter in this case.
Okay.
But if there's something a little bit to the right that I can't see, then, or a little bit to the left that I can't see, then put it
Okay.
in too.
I will say that as you're kind of looking around very quickly, these appear to be the only two things in this area. In fact, I'll give a little more of a description of what this room looks like. You can see that there are layers of silt covering what appears to be a stone floor. This is the main section of what used to be a temple at some point. There are tangled mounds of collapsed scaffolding towards the east end of this area. You can see that the west side of this room is dominated by a circular pit that stretches from wall to wall, and there is a dim, unnatural light throbbing from the pit. So you cast Confusion. They must make a Wisdom saving throw. This one will be for blue. This one is for red. 25 and 24. I believe they both
Those
save.
definitely do it.
Okay.
And
Alright.
19, 18 on the die.
Yeah, that's wild. You can see that perhaps because they are facing in your direction, they are able to shake it off. And it appears that both of them are moving aggressively. Anything else you'd like to do on your turn, Paul?
No, that's all I got right now.
Okay. Azra, it is your turn.
Alright, I will move 10, 20, 30, and then see if I can teleport there. I believe I can teleport up to 30 feet. I will use the Blessing of the Raven Queen. Just remember, we don't use flanking in this one, right?
Yes, no flanking rules.
So good. The monsters will not will not be wrecking me advantage. Blessing of the Raven Queen is Astra starts swimming through the water and eventually dives through the shadow, coming out right between the two. Yep, I get 30 feet. And then I look at the ground and just say, "Arise," as my spirit guardians come out.
Okay. Spirit Guardian.
Using a 3rd level spell slot.
Just kidding, not spiritual weapon. Spirit Guardian is 30 feet, right? 15
That'd be a 15-foot radius.
15-foot radius. Right. We'll say that this purple circle will be your Spirit Guardian circle.
And at the beginning of their turn, they will take 3d8 necrotic.
Okay. Very good.
And that is my turn.
All right. Top of the turn order. We are now in regular combat here.
Yeah.
Finn, it is your turn.
Sweet. Let's see here. I will go ahead and use my Warhammer against the blue striped one.
Okay. This is going to be at
22?
disadvantage. Ooh, double 22. That is a hit.
Yes.
All right. Are you holding it with 2 hands or 1 hand?
Probably underwater. I would just assume 2 hands. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
So that's 12 damage, and then roll your hunter's mark.
yeah.
Another 4. Very good. You bring your warhammer down, and it is a strain. It is quite difficult because you have to fight against the resistance of the water, but you bludgeon it into the side of this creature. You do get another attack if you want to.
Yep. I'm going to repeat the process.
Okay.
18?
18 is a hit. Go ahead and roll some
Okay.
damage here.
Would be the would be what, the 13 or the 10?
It would be the 13 here.
Okay. And then the hunter's mark. Sorry.
Another 4. All right. As you strike this creature with your warhammer again, you see that it pushes out this cloud of viscera, this really thick and curdled substance forms a cloud around it. I need you to make a DC 14 Constitution saving throw. And actually, this will affect you as well, Azra. You have to make a con save.
16.
You succeed? Okay. 26, you also succeed. You can see that this foul quality that's taking the water, you're able to essentially move it out of the way, not breathe it in. It seems to have tried to poison the water or something to that nature. Anything else for you?
I don't think there is anything else I can do. So.
Okay. You could move.
Oh, sure, I could. Right. Could it be possible I move up here?
Yeah, so basically so you can't move through the creature, but you could basically go over Azra and then diagonal.
That's what I meant.
Yeah,
I was more worried about going over Azra. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you can definitely do that.
Okay, cool. Yep.
Okay, very good. Garen, it's your turn.
Garen will step back forward. And he'll take another shot at Blue.
Okay.
Is it still unaware of Garen? Please, hopefully.
Here, let me make a perception check here. It does not see you.
Good. If it hits, it crits again.
That's a hit.
A 30. Oh, that's
20.
very. Oh, 19.
48. Right? 24. 48 damage. Okay. Damn.
And again, I'm re-rolling one of the ones plus an
Okay.
additional one for Piercer. That's another 7 additional damage.
Jesus. Okay.
And then
You've done over 100 damage.
I know, that's crazy.
That's fantastic. I love the Garen.
and then he steps back around the corner and stealth again.
Okay, you fire off another bolt, and as you do, hold on. Don't crossbows need to be loaded? I think you use a bonus
I think
action.
part of the. I thought it.
The light one, I believe,
Crossbow-
doesn't. I think the heavy
Yeah,
one
Yes.
it's
does.
fine. It's not a big deal. So as you send out another bolt, it hits directly in through the mouth of the creature, and you can see this blood just gushing out. It's like this inky kind of purplish fluid, and it looks very messed up. You can see that it's having trouble closing its jaw as this bolt is stuck into its maw here. And you can see that it's beginning to list in the water. Anything else for you?
Garen's gonna duck around the corner and stealth again.
Okay.
28.
It is now the Aboleth's turns.
Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw from red
Very guards. Both.
and then from blue. 21 and
They
20.
succeed, so they will take half the 3d8.
Okay.
7.
So they both take 7 damage.
Mhm.
Can you describe to me what these spirit guardians look like as they're floating through this dark, murky water around these aboleths?
So you see a shadowy, burly figure with a shield that's bashing and trying to set up the other people. You see one with a long sword and a very light figure with a light crossbow shooting, and they're working very in perfect sync together.
Do the shots have like a luminescence to them? Do we see any light? Because it is basically pitch black dark down here.
It's all made of shadows, so it's just darkness.
It's like even darker. It's like sucking in what very little light there is down here. Love it. Okay, you can see that the one that's taken quite a beating, it's beginning to list even more. It seems to be essentially drowning on its own blood. Anything else for you? Just kidding, it's their turn. It is going... This guy's not having a great day. It's going to turn around at you. We'll start with blue. It is going to try to... Just like last time. Tim, are you okay if it tries to mind control you? All right,
Bring
here
it
we
on.
go. It is going to try to enslave you here. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw. You need to beat a 14. 20. You see it turns this weakened visage onto you, and each one of the eyes blinks out of sync as it tries to push out its psychic energy and crush it around you, but it is so weak you're literally able to shake it off, no problem whatsoever. And so it instead will turn to violence. It has a multi-attack. It will try to hit you with its tentacle once. 14.
Miss.
23.
Hit.
Okay. You take 8 bludgeoning damage, and you need to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Also, I'm resistant to all damage currently.
Okay.
Because I use Blessing of the Raven Queen until the beginning of my turn.
Okay,
But
so you take 4 bludgeoning. Okay, 25 beats it. You are not diseased, and its final attack towards you is going to be a 19.
Missed AC 20.
Okay. You're able to just dodge out of the way as these wild, desperate swings of tentacles go overhead.
I also maintain concentration on Spirit Gardens.
Okay, excellent. That is going to be the end of its turn. The one that is above you that has taken only a little bit of damage so far, I believe just from the Spirit Guardians here, it holds up its tentacles almost as if it's trying to dissuade you. And it will... Okay, it's gonna turn to Finn. Zombie,
Yes.
are you okay with me trying to mind control your character again?
Well, since I was okay with it last time, yeah, if I can.
Okay,
I'm
fantastic.
good
I
with
need
it,
a wisdom saving throw from you. You
Oh
need
boy,
to be
wisdom.
a 14.
yeah. How about a 14?
14 meets beats. So you feel this oppressive, crushing psychic energy collapsing around you. You remember the feeling. You shake it off, but barely. You're able to push
Not
through
again.
it. And so it will instead seek violence. Tentacle. 25?
Is this still to me?
Yes, it's to you. I believe your armor class is very low.
It is, but I have a thing.
Okay.
Boom. I think that's what it would be, right?
Yes. If
Or
it
is it-
hits you with an
okay.
attack, you gain +4 bonus to all subsequent attacks. Okay, so it won't count for this first one, but it will count on any extras.
Okay. But yeah, then 16, I'd still be 16 for this one.
Okay, so 25, you take 7 bludgeoning damage, and then I need a con saving throw from you.
Con save. Where are you? Ah! Oh wait,
Okay.
hold on. I have a thing for this. Boop.
Lucky. Okay, re-roll that natural 1.
Do I just do concentration again, or do I just do a flat d20? Because this is another.
Yeah, just roll a
additional...
d20.
Yeah. Where are you? There we are.
Okay.
How about I add 16 to that 5?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, you're able to shake it off. That was the first tentacle attack. Second tentacle attack. 22.
Ouch.
So even with the bonus, it's still gonna hit you.
Ah.
So that is gonna be 14 bludgeoning damage. I need another con save.
Alright, hold on. Boop. 9.
9. That is a failure. You are going to be diseased as this tentacle slaps you across the face. You can feel a burning sensation where it's left contact with you.
I do have... It says on the lucky you have 3 luck points. I only used 1 for the other. Could I have used 2 for a second one?
Yeah, if you want to use the second one, you're more than welcome to do that. Reroll that
I'm going the wrong
9.
way with these. Yes. So I'm trying to read those as a like.
No,
is
you're
11
fine.
gonna? Okay.
11 plus
9.
4. I believe you add your modifier.
Yeah. That's 15.
Yeah,
Yeah,
15.
you'll
That
have
saves.
15.
Yeah, so you're good. So rewind that. You don't get that. So that was
Nice.
2 tentacles. Here's the last one.
No.
21.
God,
You also get
no.
hit. 13 bludgeoning damage. Another Constitution saving throw.
Oh, luck be my lady tonight.
That's 20. Wonderful. You're totally fine. You are not diseased. You did take quite a bit of damage, though. That's going to be a total of 34 damage that you took there.
Okay.
A great big old
From the very
walloping.
beginning?
Yeah, so all 3 attacks.
Okay. How much was that again? I'm sorry.
No worries, 34.
34, because I still have temp in points, so I'm trying
Yes,
to like.
make sure you do use up those temp hit points.
I am, yeah. Yes. 15 equals 18. Two,
Okay, that's going to be it for their turn. Pole, it is now your turn.
Bull is just gonna swim up there and help out. And get there. Half speed, right? So 20, 30, 20, 30. Doesn't quite get in. That's as far as it gets.
What kind of expression do we see on your face as you're swimming as quickly as you can through this dark water?
He saw all those hits that his buddy Finn took, and he's worried about that. So he's kind of got an intense, I gotta say Finn face on.
The typical, yeah.
Gotta
Fantastic.
save them. That's normal.
Hey, Azra, it is your turn.
I am going to Toll the Dead, the super injured one. So wisdom. No, I'm sorry, not Toll the Dead, because they had decent wisdom. I will Sacred Flame.
Ooh, okay. Sacred Flame is a dex save on blue.
The most injured one.
Yes.
That is
The one
a
with the blue
fail.
streaks. Failure.
We're
Go ahead and
level
roll
10, so 2d8 plus I do another d8 on cantrips and a sword attack and melee weapon attacks. So it would be 3d8 radiant.
Hey,
Or 12 radiant.
tell me what this looks like as you lob this through. This is going to be really bright. Really, really, really bright in this dark space. Paint me a picture.
I look at this amulet who are just attacking Finn over and over and over. So I just grab my holy symbol and I just say, "Fire!" Is a full-on giant flame forms at the bottom of it and just explodes in divine light, covering it and burning it.
You see that it gives a shrill, piercing sound, a cry out. As it gives off this death wail, you feel the water pushing violently away from its body. It begins to sink down to the ground, and it hits with a very soft thud, its tentacles lifelessly drifting down. And as this happens, there's suddenly a pulse. Boom. That comes from the direction of the pit. And then again, boom. Something appears to be coming.
And then I immediately raise my hand to the sky, and if Spear of Starlight forms and shoots to attack as a bonus action, cast Spiritual Weapon.
Okay, spiritual weapon. Where would you like it?
That spot is fine.
Okay.
Actually, right here.
Right here? Okay.
Yes.
As your spiritual
Oh,
weapon forms, what does it look like?
A spear made of starlight as it shoots and stabs into the side of this thing.
Okay. It pierces in, doing 8 force damage. You see the tentacles wailing in pain. Anything else for you?
Yes, I will 5. Perfect. We 10, 20 feet to move there.
Okay.
In preparation of whatever is to come from that hole, so it walks into my spirit guardians
Okay. Very good.
and pass.
Yay.
All right. At the top of the turn order, boom, another ripple of water pushes out from the pit, and you can feel it washing up against you, Azra. You can feel it, Finn, coming from the other side of the aboleth. Garen and Pole, you are not made aware of the coming of something else until you see large tentacles reach up over the rim, pulling, dragging out its long, gelatinous body. As you see another creature, something you've seen before, approach. This time you are without your captain. You see, coming from below, there is something that appears to have once been squid-like, but it is gargantuan in size. Something like a kraken, but there's something terribly, terribly wrong with it. As it joins the turn order.
Great.
Okay. It is not the start of its turn yet. It will do it.
If it enters or starts its turn.
Very good, thank you. It will do a wisdom saving throw. 16.
Fail.
Okay. It takes 18 damage. Very good.
Nice. Nice.
And it's your turn.
Oh boy! It's my turn. I'm gonna try and swing a hammer underwater and see how well that works.
Okay. It is at disadvantage.
Great!
Okay. That is
I-
unfortunately an 11.
I got a blessing from our former captain, Emma, in chat. Can I use that?
Absolutely.
Yay! That was a
Question.
19 at disadvantage.
19 hits.
Can,
yes.
Could Finn in theory use my spear as a force weapon to maybe not have disadvantage on water? Like I won't be able to use it on my turn to attack with it.
Alright, so I
I
did
will say no because it's not like the enemy can grab it and use it. So I think it would
Fair.
make sense that it doesn't work,
Absolutely.
unfortunately. Like, I was like, that's such a fucking cool and dope thing. I would love it, but then I'd have to bounce
I was
it.
just thinking, I was like,
Yeah. Like, how much would it suck if, like, you know, the big bad evil guy just yoink and grabs your own spiritual weapon? That would suck.
No.
Okay, 19 is a hit. You do 12 damage here, assuming you move your hunter's mark, of course. And then you do an additional 5.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
Sorry.
Okay, that is your first attack. You're more than welcome to attack again if you like.
I will attempt to. 26.
23. So that will
23, I'm
hit
sorry.
for 11 damage. Go ahead and roll your hunter's mark again.
Okay.
Okay.
I always associate the right with disadvantage for some reason, because it always seems the right side always seems to have the lower number.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm sorry about that.
No, you're good, because you just choose whichever is higher or lower, depending on if you have advantage or disadvantage. Yeah. So you do two meaty thwacks into the aboleth. You see water being displaced all around you, bubbles forming as it pushes breath out of this creature. Anything else for you? You can move if you want.
I'll just stay where I am because I want to focus on trying to beat this down with my hammer.
Okay. Garen, it is your turn. You currently, I will say the pit is kind of deep. You don't have a line of sight with the new creature.
All right. Garen actually has no idea it's there yet
Okay. Yeah.
because he can't see around that corner.
Oh. I just kind of
Yeah,
imagine
even where he
Garen, like,
moved it.
if you're ever around a corner or something, just eyes emoji just peeking over everything at all times. That's just kind of how I imagine you.
Fair, but technically by the
Yeah,
vision of the he couldn't. And even when he steps in the doorway, I still can't see into that pit. So
Okay.
I will have to enter into the room to see it. So yeah, Garen's gonna continue to fire at Red.
Okay. Go ahead and shoot. Have we been doing ranges? Are you 40 feet?
But that's plenty.
Okay.
Yeah, it's an 80-foot range on crossbow, so.
Oh, really?
Alrighty.
Damn. That's crazy.
yeah.
Wow,
And-
that's so
Yeah.
good.
Thought it was strange, but
And that's the
I
first
know.
increment. The second is 320.
yeah.
Oh, shit. What the?
The longbow is 600.
Yeah.
It's insane, yeah.
That's crazy.
Yep.
What?
If you take the sharpshooter,
Yeah.
you ignore the range increment, so you could be shooting 600 foot away someone.
That's insane. Okay. I guess. Go ahead and roll your attack.
Yeah, but
I guess.
yeah, but I will also add in underwater combat, there is no second range increment. It's auto miss if they're outside of the first
Yeah.
increment. So, all right, now real quick, is it unaware of Garen?
Yes. Wait, no, let me roll. Hold on. Giving you shit for free. 17. Yes, it can't see you.
He fires. 28.
Jesus. Okay. So that's going to be 30 damage.
And there's one that he's going to re-roll, so 2d6 again. So it is 5 additional damage.
Okay.
And because he was unaware, it's a crit.
Okay. Damn. All right, so that's another 35. Yeah. Okay. You just come sneaking around the corner, thunk, send off one bolt, and we'll say that it hits this creature with enough force that it literally dismembers it. You see one of the tentacles just literally slough off and hit the ground in a very soft thud.
Garen steps back around the corner and roll stealth again.
Hey, wow. Natural 20. 34.
Oh.
Casually. Okay.
Not surprised. It's Garen.
At the end of
Right.
your turn, you will see that the aboleth here, its eyes begin to glow purple as this pulse radiates out from it. And I need both Azra and Finn to make Constitution saving throws. Jesus. Okay, 22 and a 27 crit. All right, don't worry about it. Nothing happens. You're able to shake it off. The aboleth is having the worst day possible. At the beginning of its turn, it will try to...
Wisdom save.
Yeah, it will wisdom save. 18.
I roll really good. 20. Failed. 20 damage.
Okay, 20 damage. Very good. Okay. As you see these shadow entities stabbing and piercing and shooting this creature, it will raise up its tentacles and it will try to plead with anyone that's willing to listen to it. You hear a warbled, distorted, telepathic, "Wait, please stop. You do not know when which is approaching." It's going to spend its whole turn trying to plead with the group of you to stop attacking it.
Is Garen able to hear him at all?
I'll say you're too far away.
Where he's at?
You're too far away and you dipped around a corner.
Yeah. So unless somebody goes back to Garen, if you decide not to kill him, Garen's gonna shoot.
But it is Pole's turn.
Pole will yell out, but I don't know how well the sound's gonna carry over here. Hang on. We have something that can help with that. Yeah, I could do that. Maybe.
Kitty!
Maria.
Belly rubs!
Belly rubs.
Aww. So cute!
This is a really the best finale ever. We've cat rubbed.
Oh my
belly rubs.
god. Aww.
So my cat,
Paul is
even
gonna
though
just
she's
cast a minor illusion
Ooh.
that just puts some letters in front of Garen's face, saying, "Stop! The aboleth wants to parlay."
Love it.
I
love it.
I have to know, as this like illusory script just forms in front of Garen, I need to know like what kind of font this looks like.
Well, it's Paul, so it looks crappy, like a kindergartner wrote it with crayon.
Yes, I was
Oh my
hoping it was like
God.
those like little big and small like little cube letters you get like in kindergarten or whatever, where you just like pull apart a puzzle or whatever. It's got K and N and O and all these like different shapes and colors.
Oh
Yes.
my god, fantastic. I
Yeah,
love that
backwards
you
K.
spend your action on that.
Comic Sans. I didn't think about that either.
Oh my god,
And
fantastic.
then Paul will swim up. I guess he can go up to there.
Okay. Very
I
good.
get some temp hit points right away. Oh no, wait till the start of my turn.
I don't know if Azra has the 10 hit points thing turned on.
I do not have it up.
Oh, okay.
No.
Yeah.
Not yet.
All right, no problem. I'll get there anyways,
Hey,
in case I need to pull somebody out.
excellent. All right.
Me.
That's
At the end of your turn, this creature that comes out of the water should read its description. This creature, well, let me turn off the music. Drama. It's clear that this is the template of what was something once a kraken. It is already monstrous to behold. You can tell that this creature is just a baby. It hasn't reached its adult form yet. It is still juvenile in size, but yet it has oily dark green flesh. You can see that each one of its tentacles are easily over 20 feet long, and it has a ravenous mouth lined with hundreds of dagger-like teeth. You see that its enormous eyes are surrounded by an aura of red energy pulsing as it begins to pull itself out of the pit here. There is a mark of power very clearly carved into the center of its forehead. This glyph that you see is very similar to some of the designs that you saw upstairs, resembling the spiral of Tharizdun. As it approaches, it pulls itself up towards the edge of the pit here, so we'll say that it is literally level to the ground. It will look over towards the three of you there. It technically has 4. Azra.
Did I make a wisdom saving throw because it started its turn in the aura?
You are so right. Thank you for the reminder. Wisdom saving throw! 15.
Fail, 21 necrotic.
Perfect. It seems to shake off this damage that it takes from your spiritual guardians as they unload into the creature. It moves out of their radius here. And you see it tilts up its massive mouth. It has kind of like a beak and many, many teeth. It points it towards you, Azra, the teeth widening apart as something begins to build between its jaws. It will try to strike you with a bolt of miasma. As it comes out, I need a dexterity saving throw from you.
Uh-oh.
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 10.
Oh, that's not enough. All
With a
right.
+1.
You take 20 necrotic damage here.
I am resistant to necrotic for being a Shadarkai.
Okay. You take 10 necrotic damage here as this miasma smashes into you. You swim, your arms are flailing here as you are a little off guard from this massive creature. It will then...
I maintain concentration.
Perfect. Good to know. It will pick up some debris for its action. Nope, I can't do that. What's it gonna do? It's gonna float over here. Okay. Is that your turn? That's your turn. Okay. Azra, it's your turn now.
Can I sense motive this aboleth?
Can you sense what?
Sense motive?
Motive?
The aboleth
Oh,
and its
yeah.
intentions?
Insight check. Wait,
Sorry.
So before you do...
Been playing too much Pathfinder.
No, you're good. Pathfinder is objectively better. You're totally fine. Here's an offer. You can use your action to really, really, really deeply understand this creature, or if you want to just have like a surface glance at it, I'll give it to you for free. What would you prefer?
Surface glance.
Okay. So insight check, it'll be free. Okay, 31. For the aboleth, you can tell that it's afraid. It's trying to like shrink back. That's all you get.
I look at it because I did not hear Paul say anything to me. Paul, I look at it and I say, remember this feeling. That's what every one of those villagers felt when you people murdered them and sacrificed them to that thing. As I burn it with, I cast once more Sacred Flame.
Okay.
DC 19.
19? That's so high. That is 6. Ow.
So 11 plus 6, 17 radiant.
Oh my god. Okay. 17. You cast Sacred Flame again. You see that it twitches in pain, warbling here.
And then I will strike it once more with spiritual weapon, moving it slightly to the side here.
Okay.
Spiritual weapon attack.
15 is a miss.
And then I use both action, bonus action. How injured does this thing look?
Has 6 hit points left.
Oh my god.
I will
Great.
stay here.
Okay. As you call out to it, you cast your Sacred Flame. It looks incredibly fucked up. You can see that there's viscera coming out of it. One of its eyes has popped completely. You can see that it's missing in one of its arms. It desperately calls out telepathically to the three of you again. And it says, "We hunt. We tried to find one named Sagothka." It seems to be trying to desperately plead to the group of you. Doesn't make an aggressive motion. Finn, it's your turn.
Finn, at this point, is still very angry about the mind control happening again and again. But he's going to look over to both Pol and Azra and kind of give a look like, should we just zoop? Like, nod? Cool. All right. Then, because one hit should probably do it if I hit. I will. It's only 6.
If you call it in advance, you know that the dice will humble you every time.
I know. Well, I'm either going to miss or I'm going to take all of my hit points away. I can't win anyway, so
That's a hit.
How about 20?
Yeah, that's more than enough. All right, what does this look like as you take it out?
He gets the nods. Finn gets the nods, and in his head, because it's burble water or whatever, but in his head he's like, I tried to take over my mind. I can't trust any of that. And just slams his hammer the best he can. There's like this of water, of just like anything. When anything moves in water, it gets the bubbles. But like this is like a enormous amount of bubbles that just gets hit. And then I think as I hit it, it kind of, when it passes, the glitter from my hunter's mark just kind of like shimmers off. And forever there'll be glitter in the ocean.
Wow. Fantastic. As you bring down your warhammer, smashing it into the side of this thing one last time, you see that it stops moving. The eyes that remain go dead, and it begins to slowly drift down, hitting the sea floor of this temple. Anything else you'd like to do? You have bonus action, and you have movement.
Finn will take his warhammer, looking at the both of them, and point towards the aboleth, like, am I going after it, or are we going to, like, I guess he's pointing at either that way, or are we going that way? What are we, I guess he doesn't know where we're exactly going. Okay. He'll swim towards the aboleth then.
Okay. You mean the abomination?
Or, abominate, sorry.
No, you're okay.
Abomination. Something. So, 10, 20, 30
Bad
there.
sashimi. Sushi bite back.
Sushi bite back.
Do you think this thing would taste good?
No. No, it looks
No.
like it's rotting. No, it looks terrible. It's like a dark green color. It looks like it's stitched together a little bit. It's kind of gross.
Zombie squid.
This sushi's been sitting out in the sun too long.
No, it's worse. It hasn't had enough sun at all. So it's
Oh.
like kind of slimy, stinky.
Mm.
Yeah.
This is
Anything
the
else
least
for
hungry
you?
I've ever been on this channel.
Did you want to put your hunter's mark on it?
Yeah, but we'll do, since I already said that one already flew away, I'll just do like a new batch of
Ah, okay,
fresh batch of
perfect.
glitter.
Garen, it is now your turn.
Right. So, sequence of events. Garen's going to step around. See the words, get incredibly confused, get scared shitless as the big ass thing is right in front of him.
Can Garen see me at all, or is it just is it blocking the whole view?
Yes. Oh, yeah, that's true because it is
Roll me a perception
between me
check.
and Finn.
It's pretty big. It's pretty fucking big.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can see Finn with a dirty 20.
I will say that you see, the reason I ask is, or I say that is because you'll see me throw glitter at it as sort of maybe a gesture of like, yep, we're attacking this too.
Yeah. Garen does remember seeing something like this before, and he does not have friendly memories of it. He was going to shoot.
Yes, so for
he's
our
going to.
viewers, long time ago, we fought a juvenile kraken, and this was when we still had Arlen with us, and we had KB with us. We were down in the deep. We fought against like some Pirates of the Caribbean coded zombie dudes as well. It was a whole
That was
thing.
pretty fun. Years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, that was actually years ago, wasn't it?
I was being funny, but I was like, wait a minute.
It was literally years ago.
Damn. Should have done an old man thing. Never mind.
So
Alrighty, so is
it
it
will
aware of
technically.
Garen is why it's
Let's see. Perception check from it. Perception is wisdom. No, it does not see you at all. However,
alright.
you are technically in melee range of it. So this will be a disadvantage.
Yeah. So I think Garen's going to. Well, I don't, can he do a disengage and get a distance away because it's rough terrain? So we wouldn't be able to do a 5 foot.
So disengage is a bonus action. To swim, you moved 10. You can move like here if you wanted.
Okay.
Would it still get an attack opportunity if you're hidden? It doesn't know you're there, right?
I think the way that I would rule it is it does another perception check. So you don't technically have to, but Garen doesn't really have bonus actions. It'd be up to you. It'd be up to you. You could just try to step away without disengaging if you want.
Yeah, I think I will because Garen does like to use it to stealth, and I think I would rather go here. That way he can still step behind the wall and stealth again.
Okay.
And
So
yeah,
I'll
he's
do
gonna
another
take a shot.
perception check to see if it tells as you move. 21. I think you rolled a 30 something. You're good. You're still hidden.
34.
Yeah. Shoots that bolt. Bolts. All right.
13.
That is going
Or
to
no,
be
does he
a
have advantage?
miss.
15.
Yeah, both are going to be a miss. You are startled and you kind of move back very quickly and you fire off this bolt and it goes wide. Just flies right over the abomination.
Can I use my blessing to re-roll that?
Yeah, go ahead. Turn that into a 25.
25.
Okay, that is a hit. So that is going to be 36 and 18. Doubling it because it's technically a crit.
Yep. And then additional 4 for Piercer.
Should be 8. Okay. You take him, you're startled, you urge backwards and you stop, you still yourself just a moment. Fire off the bolt. It explodes into the side of this kraken. It knows where you are now.
Unfortunately. And then Garen is going to swim over this way and try, hopefully, maybe possibly potentially to stealth.
Okay.
32.
32 is wonderful. Okay. At the end of your turn, because this creature does have legendary actions, it's going to do
Hooray.
a thing. Let me find something real quick. Okay.
Fuck.
Hold on. It's bigger.
Oh,
Oh, fuck.
One more.
Run away! Run away!
Okay.
One more.
Hold
uh-oh.
on. Hold on. Okay.
Hey, I'm in the thick of it.
To the thick of
So
it.
am I.
It's a lot of ink if it's ink.
Okay. So at the end of your turn, as you begin to retreat further back, there is just a surge of this dark fluid that just cascades out of this creature. It becomes immensely obscuring as it uses ink cloud. It spreads around corners and it is heavily obscured to all creatures other than the Kraken. Each creature that other than the Kraken that ends its turn here needs to make a con saving throw or take poison damage. A strong current will disperse it. So it begins to spill all over. Garen, you look around, you can't see anything anymore. You can see Finn also disappears into it, and Pole, you also disappear into it. And actually Azra as well. The ring that's on the very outside is how far it goes. So everyone is completely obscured inside of this. You cannot see other creatures. Okay. That's the end of your turn. It's Pole's turn now.
Also, Stella, real quick. I did a donation
Ooh.
recently for $25.
Oh my gosh, thank you
Nat
so
20 for everybody.
much. Everyone,
threw one
enjoy
in
your
before
natural
stream.
20s. Oh,
Thank you.
Oh, okay. Well, then that adds on to mine because I did mine before stream.
thank you so
Right,
much.
beginning of
Enjoy your
stream.
natural 20s.
So for transparency, I did the 20, so it'd be 4, so it'd be the crew, not the DM, just to for clarify, just to add to.
Right,
Because he
okay.
did 25, so I just wanted it.
Alright, okay. No, it's okay. It's alright. It's all good. It's okay. I'll just be sure to use the 20 that Tim got me for you. No, I'm kidding.
You don't need
I'm
it.
kidding. I'm gonna be the fair GM and I'm gonna roll for it, alright? I'm just gonna roll to see who I'm gonna use it on. 1 is gonna
It was
be
nice knowing you,
Igneal, 2 is gonna be Godfather, 3 is Endy, 4 is Zombie. It's gonna unfortunately go to Igneal. Hole, it is your turn.
All right, I can't see it anymore,
Do
right?
not.
I can't see anything in here. I'm gonna swim out of here,
Okay.
like here,
Yes.
and I'm gonna cast Blade Ward,
Ooh.
just for extra protection.
Okay. For perhaps the last time, can you remind us what your Blade Ward looks like?
Yeah, it looks like a bunch of swirling blades that will parry any attacks that come in. It's just 5 or 6 of them, but they swirl really quickly around, up, down, and around in a circle around his head or body, wherever they're needed.
Fantastic. Anything else for your turn?
That'll be all.
Okay. It is now the Abomination's turn. It will... Turn to you, Finn.
I sit here shocked.
Hey, you can't see this coming.
No, literally.
So, hold on. It disperses at the end of the Kraken's turn. Okay. You can't see this coming, so this is at disadvantage. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Dexterity, it's still a high one. Okay.
Okay. 26, that saves. Or 25, that saves. Okay. So you don't see it, but the viewers see the Kraken open its mouth, and again, that ball of miasma begins to form. It launches towards you, and you're just kind of anticipating, like, oh, what's going on? I can't see anything. And you don't know that this thing just goes whizzing right past your head, and it just disappears out into the distance as it tried to hit you, but it missed. It will
Strong
then...
currents.
It will then try to reach out and grab you with its tentacle. That is a natural 20. Oh my god. Okay, 32 to hit.
See, you didn't even need a natural 20. It was right there.
All right, so you're going to take 25 damage.
Okay.
You are grappled. From the darkness. Yeah.
Actually, it wouldn't matter. Never mind. I was gonna bring up my multi-attack defense, but even with a +4, it wouldn't have mattered anyway.
Oh, don't worry. It's not gonna multi-attack you anyway. Because you see in the darkness, just this tentacle reaches out, it grabs you, and then it pulls you up into... It's not really the air. It pulls you upwards, and then it's gonna throw your body at Azra. Okay. I need Azra to roll me a dexterity saving throw at disadvantage.
Alright. I'm very good at this.
18. Okay.
Nice.
Yes, you know,
Clearly you are.
with the +1 modifier.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Okay. So, you don't see this coming, but you can tell something is happening. Finn, you just see the darkness moving all around you very quickly as you are suddenly thrown. And as you are tossed, you do not hit Azra, but you do go boop, 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 boop. And you smash into this back wall here. You take...
Oh.
3d6. You take 10 additional damage as you smash into the back wall, and then you hit the ground here, so you are technically prone.
Yay.
But since we're underwater, how does prone even work underwater?
Right?
We're just not gonna worry about it. It's fine. Okay. That was 2 attacks. It's going to squeeze in here.
Oh, fuck.
Hello, Rogue.
No.
How's it going?
Hello, Rogue.
No.
It's going to attempt to bite you.
Not my hiding spot.
No.
Anywhere but my hiding spot.
19.
Fuck. That hits.
That hits. Okay, you take 12 piercing damage, and you become swallowed. You are blinded,
Swallowed?
restrained. You have total cover against attacks outside of the Kraken.
Okay. That
Okay.
doesn't help.
Okay, so you are inside the Kraken now. Congratulations. Whee! That's gonna be its turn. Azra, it is now your turn. No one can
Is
see
the cloud,
Garen. Oh yes, you are
Has
correct.
the cloud disappeared?
Yes. It disappears at the end of the Kraken's turn.
Garen, where are you at? Where's Garen?
I will say that you can see that the Kraken is in the room that Garen was in, so...
Like, jumping through the water and using my last blessing, the Raven Queen, to teleport 30 feet, get resistance to all damage until the beginning of my next turn.
Okay.
And then... Has it been resistant to necrotic for my Spirit Gardens? Or has it been taking full damage?
It's been taking full damage.
Beautiful. Because I will use the wonderful blessing that Tim has provided us to cast Inflict Wounds at 5th level.
Do you want to use the blessing or the natural 20?
The natural 20, sorry.
Okay.
That's what I meant by blessing.
Okay. So do you want to like double the damage? Okay. Yeah. All right. Let's do it. Natural 20. It's gonna hit.
Sorry,
Go ahead and roll your damage.
Sorry, I'm trying to make it 5th level. Uno momento.
Oh yeah, take your time.
Not. I guess I'll just manually roll it. So first level, so it's 3d10. First level plus. So then it becomes 4d10, 5d10, 6d10, 7d10.
Holy shit.
So not 4d10, yeah. So 7d10. 7d10.
Maj number's 35. You want to hit 35?
36.
Okay. Because it has taken 35 or more damage, bleh, it spits out Garen. Describe to me what this spell looks like as you cast this.
As you see Astra trying to swim, he's feeling something on the inside of him. He remembers some of the battle he's had traversing the Shadowfell, and he's feeling an anxiety, not wanting to lose another ally. As he dives through the shadows and comes up, some of the his hand stays in the shadow, and as he grabs it, the shadows envelop his hand as it forms into a giant claw that just stabs through this thing, rips out, and pulls out some of its insides.
I love it. I actually needed to roll a Constitution saving throw. Okay, it failed anyway.
Stella, isn't that 36 doubled because he used the nat 20?
You're so
Yes.
right! Another 36 damage. You're so right. Okay, damn.
So 72 total.
Yeah,
Thank
so
you.
as you pull your hand back, there is just a gaping hole where you had literally burned through all of its flesh and bone and sinew. You see its eyes
Garen.
warbling.
What are you, Garen? And that passed my turn.
Okay. The end of your turn. I don't know why I deleted it. Okay, at the end of your turn, it's going to use a legendary action. Cast Ink Cloud again. Once more, darkness blooms all around Garen and Azra. Finn, it is your turn.
Finn, okay, so am I able to get up and like move around normally? Or...
Yeah, we're gonna just ignore prone because we're underwater, because I don't know how that works. Because you could literally just push off the ground and you actually have more momentum than if you're just swimming. So it doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah. And technically, when you're underwater, moving underwater, aren't you prone anyways? Because you're... Anyway.
Yeah, anyways, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
Ow.
But it is still a difficult movement.
Ow.
That's 30.
Ow.
That's 40.
Yeah. That's 40, sorry. Ow. Reverse ow.
Unless you want to dash, because if you want to dash, you have 35, which would be 70. You can move 7 squares.
I guess it still kind of put me in a little bit, but
Mhm. Yeah. Anything else for you?
I don't think there is anything else I can do because I can't see anything.
Yeah. I will say because you
Well,
have your
I can
hunter's
see a
mark
little
on
bit,
it.
but
Yeah, I'll say that
Yeah, I
you'll
still
be
have my
able to
hunter's
like
mark.
generally sense the direction that it is, not necessarily exactly pinpoint. So you know
Yeah.
it's in the cloud somewhere. I mean, other than the cloud just came up. Like if it was like
Right.
to your left or to your right, you could vaguely sense it.
give it a sense. Yeah, I can't move any further anyway, but yeah,
Mhm.
I'll like Finn will just kind of keep an eye out for where it is so the next time he can move.
Okay. Garen, it's your turn.
All right.
With poop.
Garen does not like any of this at all. Although he's
Mr. who
not
cleans his
sure
gear
where-
every night doesn't like this.
Not at all. Especially getting attacked and not being able to see and just, none of this is okay. He's actually going to try to get around this wall here. He'll disengage as best he can
Mm-hmm.
and then dash, which will get him just outside of it.
Okay. You see Garen just like an Olympic athlete just swimming out of this. As you burst out of the ink cloud here, you can see it's breaking at the seams, cascading with you as you manage to break through. Oh, thank you. I'm really bad at remembering things. You end your turn in it.
Did I end my turn in the ink?
Yes, you technically did. So I need a
Okay.
con save from you.
I want to do
Garen's
this
fine.
to myself. You said Constitution?
Yeah, con save. 14 is a failure. No, that's wrong. Hold on, I rolled the wrong dice.
Oh, okay.
Take 8. 8
D20.
points of damage. Sorry, 2d20. No, that'd be crazy.
Oh,
That would be so
Oh.
wild. No, 2d10. Okay.
that
you-
wouldn't have
Right.
knocked me out, but I would have
I
been
was
close.
like, wait a second. I was like, oh. No. 8 poison
So
damage
funny.
here. Thanks for the reminder.
Alright, cool.
Okay, Garen, anything else for your turn? No. Garen's in the kitchen. Paul, it's your turn.
All right, Paul can't see it again, so he's just going to sit there and do his blade ward again,
Okay.
waiting for line of sight.
Okay. Did you want to hold your action to do something? Because you know that the ink cloud will go away at the end of its next turn.
I will do that, yeah.
Okay. What would you like to do once the ink cloud is gone?
I want to polymorph it into a barnacle.
Okay. Sounds good. All right, so you hold your action here. It is now the Abomination's turn. It takes 11 damage. Does it roll? It just takes it, right?
Wisdom save. Wisdom save. 19.
Wisdom save. Wisdom 13.
11.
11 damage. Bonk. Okay.
And now I'm in danger.
You are in danger. It's going to wrap its tentacle around you. I'm gonna use that natural 20. Thank you so much, GodfatherWraith. So fun. Okay, so this is gonna hit. So you're gonna take a total of 50 bludgeoning damage. No, that's not true. That's not how that works. That's not how that works. 19 times 2, 20,
60.
40, 30, 38. You take 38 bludgeoning damage here as the tentacle wraps around you and it's gonna throw you at Finn. Finn, I need you to roll me a dexterity saving throw. Okay, 23, you succeed. It throws you in the direction of Finn. It misses. You fly over 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40 feet.
And that's a high con save for concentration. Let's see if I make a 19 DC.
Okay, let's see. It flung you for every 10 feet. So that's going to be 46. 13 bludgeoning damage.
I'm so happy I made it.
You smash into
Maintain
the
the
ground
spirit,
here.
guys.
Nice. So that's going to be 13 bludgeoning damage for you. That was its first attack. It's got to move
Do you
closer.
consider that two different instances of damage or single instance of damage?
That's going to be... Sorry, that was another action. So that is a second instance of damage.
Perfect.
Separate
Just
from...
because else the DC would have been way higher for me.
Mm-hmm.
So that's DC 10. 20.
Nice. Okay. It's going to move closer. It's going to try to grab... Oh, no. It's going to do its miasma strike at... Finn, I'm so sorry. The dice hate you today. I need a dexterity saving throw. Look, I rolled for it, okay?
I know you rolled for it. Dexterity?
Yeah,
That's
dexterity.
my higher of my saving throw. Well, second highest.
That's good. 18. That's not an 18. You take
No, it's not an
a
18.
lot of damage here. You take 19 necrotic damage.
Wow. All right.
As this miasma smashes into you. How you looking?
If I'm doing the math in my head right, 19. I feel as though I am swimming in the air with 2 hit points.
Okay, that's great. It's more than 0. Okay. That's gonna be the end of its turn. And then you see the ink cloud disperse. And as that does, Hole, you're up.
Is making squishing down into a ball kind of gestures with his hands. So kind of like, you know how you can do that I'm squishing your head thing? You can see someone that's really far away and you can make them, going like that, except with his full hands, and he's squishing the size of this humongous thing down and yelling, be nice, and he's gonna squish it down into the size of a barnacle if this works.
Hell yeah. Wisdom saving throw. It rolled a natural 1. Oh my god.
Let's go!
Okay.
Yay.
As do most combats where Hole manages to get a spell off, this particular one ends anticlimactically as turned into a little itty bitty baby. You see a barnacle slowly drifting down onto the ground here. It cannot move, cannot speak, cannot do anything.
No, we gotta bring it somewhere where it can't live. We got an hour.
Yeah, if you attack it, I'm pretty sure it breaks it and then it just returns back to its previous form.
Yep.
It does.
Let us
right, yeah.
take it out of the water, and I can heal us before we finish it.
Please.
Okay, so
Are there any volcanoes nearby?
no. You
All
don't
right.
remember seeing any volcanoes, but you do remember seeing quite a bit of, actually, here. As we take a little moment to rest and catch our breath, we have a kind of a campfire moment as we all think about what's around us at the Styes. Just as like a small recap of where we are and what we're doing. So, we are currently somewhere around here. On the western side of the Styes.
So we could bring it up on land. It wouldn't do as well up there. Couldn't use this ink thing. And then maybe all the archers from the sea lily could shoot it as well.
Cannons on the sea lily.
There's no such thing as cannons in Greyhawk.
I don't think you have cannons equipped on the sea lily.
I don't think there.
There's literally no gunpowder in the world of Greyhawk.
Yeah. It'd have to be like...
But we got
would
ballista maybe, or catapults.
It would just be KB launching things from improvised slingshots. Yeah.
Just a very
Could
hot
you-
pot of water.
Could you perhaps have Penny Sprinkle drop it from 200 feet up into the air? As you release
Yeah,
your
that's what I usually
concentration.
do. Penny Sprinkle will bring it up, drop it from a height, and then we'll drop it onto dry land. Be ready to smash it.
Okay. So is the vibe that you're just going to give it to Penny and let Penny take care of it? Going off into the distance? Or is it going to be somewhere here in the Styes?
Somewhere here in the skies. I think we have to
Finish
finish it.
it.
We can't just let it go be somewhere else.
Okay.
Mm.
So, as you are remembering
agree.
what you've seen of the Styes, it is densely populated all the way around. You'd have to go further into the mainland, and I will say that it is going to be impossible to make it within an hour. So you're going to have to choose.
Even if we get aboard the Sea Lily,
You get aboard the Sea Lily. It is pretty close. You hustle it.
start yelling, "Cut the ropes!"
I think you run the risk of the polymorph expiring while it's on the sea lily. I will say,
Mhm.
I will say that we'll leave it down to a dice roll. If you succeed, you'll be able to like just throw it onto land away from any densely populated areas. If you fail, it's going to be out in the middle of the ocean and it'll be on the sea lily.
Should we perhaps clear an area of the population? Like, we need to finish the monster that's been poisoning your waters, kind of thing. And just
No, we're good.
near the dock.
We're good. We'll take that die roll.
Okay.
Paul still has his natural 20 left.
Strategy! Big brain, let's go!
Power of capitalism. Okay.
Hell yeah.
All right. So we see the scene fade to black. Cole, describe to me what this looks like, how you defeat the Kraken abomination thing. It goes off without a hitch, exactly how you imagine it.
So Penny Sprinkle flies it up as far as she can in the sky, and we drop it way over into the unpopulated area outside the city. We're all waiting there for it to hit, and not only us, but lots of the people from the Sea Lily's crew, the whole gang. We got goblins, we got dwarves, we've got kitchen utensils, we've got arrows. Everybody is ready to do this together. And Kraken lands. Bam! takes a lot of damage from the fall, probably is disoriented, out of water, can't breathe. Its ink will do nothing here. And it just gets confused as it's peppered with arrows, swords, knives, spoons, and very hot spices.
Yeah, KB just throwing salt onto it. Fantastic. We'll say that the
I can make something with this.
we'll say that the evening crests over the skies with a sense of awe. Any of the people that bore witness to what happened here begins to spread like wildfire. And by the time the sun sets, there are pockets of people whispering about heroes, the outsiders that came to the skies, and how they defeated some kind of monstrosity that they didn't even know was to be found here in their decrepit home. We see Constable Jute eventually finds the group of you. As you are beginning to nurse your wounds, you probably head back to the Sea Lily, and as she approaches, she asks you what happened.
Loot will Paul will actually get us loot and start playing a song that tells the story of the valor and cleverness and faith of our party as we fought our way through the cultists, fought our way down to the aboleths who were making a mockery of the cultists of Tharizdun, but in turn themselves were about to be destroyed by this monstrous minion of the mad god. He'll show with illusions a picture of what happened in miniature, and make sure that everyone gets their time spotlight. The massive damage of that crazy inflict wounds spell, the critical hits that were constantly being thrown out, and just the sheer tenacity of Finn as he got pounded over and over again and still kept coming back for more. And he'll end it with a picture of the sort of the sun, the day breaking over a tired city.
In the days that follow, and you are requested to stay at least a few days, the last repairs are being made to the Sea Lily, and you are visited by Constable Jute several times. Among the other people that come to visit you include Thornwell, the strange mage woman that kept to herself. She pays a visit. She's accompanied by Dr. Emil Tranter, that you learn works at the hospital here in the Styes. They ask you questions and they try to piece together the bits and pieces that you have discovered for your own. Do you share the Tharizdun book that you found? I believe Finn has it.
I was just gonna ask if I think I have it. I guess he'll like look at the group and transparency ?
You would have had time to like talk privately before meeting with these people.
Oh, okay,
So you can
yeah.
decide as a group. Essentially, you have to decide if you want to hand over evidence and also if you want to point out where the temple is.
Astra would suggest you not share that because she's rumored to be a demonologist or work with devils. It's better not to give a book of that magnitude to potentially a crazy witch that might dabble into that sort of stuff. But we do have a cultist that we took prisoner that
It's true.
Astra will help interrogate with Zone of Truth
Mhm.
and the other people that might be involved to help Constable Jude find out the murderers and the people behind the cult.
Okay. So we'll start with the interrogation. You discover that there's not a lot more information to get out of them because I do recall that you already interrogated them. They were pretty upfront about all of that when you had spoken to them before. You can tell that this person did not live a spotless life, that they have had to go through nefarious means to make sure they feed themselves. They've killed a few people, they've robbed a few people, but it's never been out of like sheer malice or the intent to harm people for no reason. So, not a saint, but also just someone who's desperate. It's up to you what you want to do with that. But as far as it goes with the murders, they don't know anything. They confess that there must have been some kind of spell or something that disillusioned them. They're not able to find anything out that way. So with the remaining pieces that you have as a group, you could potentially let them know about where the temple was. You could potentially surrender the book. They might know more if you do that. You're muted.
No, they can't have that
I'm
book.
muted if you're saying anything.
You're muted.
muted.
Godfather?
Still muted, Godfather.
Okay.
There you go.
Sorry about that. Yeah.
It's okay.
Garen wants to hand all of it over, even the book. He will point out that one, he's had interactions with Thornwell. She does not. She actually finds the rumors humorous, mocks them, and he thinks she might even be spreading them herself.
Understood.
Two, I can't remember who it was. Might have been Ella or somebody else said that the book that we have is not incantations. It is nothing. It is just like an introductory hymnal for cultists. That's it.
Like a prayer book.
There is no harm in handing it over. Yeah. Giving it over is nothing except evidence that shows them what was going on. There was no reason to withhold it.
I think we also have Mr. Dory's head that shows that he was a favorite. He was
Yep.
involved with them.
Mhm.
Also, the other fellow too that we killed in charge of the mercenaries and assassins,
Rashlin.
adventurers. Yes, Trashland.
Yeah.
He was also involved in that.
Okay. So you want to reveal all of this to Jute? Do you want to reveal it to
Yes.
okay, Thornwell as well?
Yep.
Okay. So
Garen
I
feels
just will get the whole reigning council.
yeah, okay. So
She's
as
pretty much
you
all that's
try well, you do know that there's a person named Solaris that you haven't met.
Oh yeah.
They are very
Mhm.
reclusive, and if you explicitly ask for them to arrive, perhaps it could be arranged, but you would have to ask for it.
Yes, we should meet the
Let's
last
do that.
member because if we get the
So
vibe that they
important to
were
this
involved
town, they
too,
can't do without this information.
Okay.
and we should meet
Yeah.
him as well.
So we have a meeting where, so instead of them going to the ship, they will request you to come to the city hall. So in the room that you had originally met Rashlin, you see Thornwell, you see Dr. Emil Trantor, you see Master Refram, who actually comes out of your ship and joins you there, Constable Jute, and the group of you are there. Solaris looks like a short, limber, athletic man. You can see that he is pale-skinned and he is about 5'2". He has like a scrawny look to him, but there's something scrappy about him at the same time. He wears these very small golden spectacles and he wears these very practical leathers. I'll say off of vibes alone, that Garen, you could get the sense that this is probably someone from like your world kind of energy, you know? Someone who probably has dealings with less than savory folk. But they are present and they are attentive during this meeting. As you surrender the evidence and the group of you are all talking, Dr. Emil Tranter talks about the patients that were missing, and we have Constable Jute mentioning that she went and checked out the temple, and she also interviewed the various people that you were able to point out that were at the temple, that were cultists that were shaken free from the influence. And you're basically able to piece together over a course of days that those aboleths that you saw, they were not supposed to be here. They're not from here. And it is from their outside influence that perhaps this place was poisoned. This mention of Tharizdun, you are able to discover that the first aboleth that you found, the one that was identified as Sigothka, must have thought that it was a follower of Tharizdun, or at least trying to build some kind of temple of Tharizdun. Perhaps it had some kind of plan with this abomination. You're able to discern that people that went missing probably had something to do with murders that were carried out by the aboleth. It had the ability to mind control, had the ability to enslave people. So maybe the Lantern Ghost Killer wasn't a specific person. Maybe it was multiple people. And that kind of lines up with what Garen you had seen before. Azra, what you had seen too with your visions. There was never one individual face. And it's around here that Master Rephram takes out his large cardboard conspiracy board that he had hidden in his workshop, and he goes, "This makes sense. Oh, there was never any one particular killer." And Mr. Dory, and as he says that, we pan over to the decapitated head of the gross, bloated Mr. Dory that's on the table. And you get the sense that something terrible happened to Mr. Dory, and it's very likely that he was connected somehow to this aboleth, and that was what had begun his transformation. He was originally human, but something happened to him over time. Mr. Dory very clearly had some kind of hand in the process of making people disappear. As those next few days pass by, it becomes quiet in the skies. No one talks about the Ghost Lantern Killer. No one talks about people going missing. You can almost feel as if the skies itself exhales in relief. This place is still supremely fucked up. There's a glaring hole in the power dynamics. Solaris looks like someone that just keeps to himself, and Thornwell, there's no telling what she might do if she's unopposed on the council. The group of you have a moment private to yourselves, and if you want to invite anybody else, you can. You have to decide what you want to do with the styes. KB announces that the sea lily is repaired. And if you want to head back to Saltmarsh, we can leave anytime you want.
I think we should set Constable Jute as a major player in the city here, if she's willing. She's got the right temperament for it, and she cares about the people here, unlike some of their other leaders. They should be trying to clean this place up and turn it into, now that they've thrown off the shackles, the abominations,
Yes.
the magic, they can start to treat this place as if it's a real town, with the regular needs and problems that any town might have. But those are much more easy for everyday people to solve.
I would also like
Okay.
to ask the fellow follower of Celestian if he'd be willing to take a position here to form the first temple to the gods, especially Celestian, the god of travelers, to create a cradle for trade here to help make a safe space for those who travel and rest here.
Yeah, the Celestian priest that you saved, their name is Saren, and Saren tells you it would be my honor to build a home for Celestian here in the skies. However, I was tasked with a mission. If you could take over for me, take my mantle and my charge, then I can stay here and do as you ask.
I shall travel the land in your place then.
He pulls out a map and he begins to unfurl it in front of you. He points over to Kyoland and he says, I was tasked with the search of star cairns. They are very special places of worship. Celestian followers go there to pray and to study. There are a number of cairns that need visiting. They need to be resealed with protective magic. I need you to go to these locations. They are all over the mainland. You can start with Kyoland.
Shall be done.
He'll give you the map. So Saren will leave the party and begin to establish a church to Celestian here. KB will also offer to stay. I'll actually wait for Finn to come back on that one. So we'll move over to Pole. Pole, you have a moment here with the orphans. You see that Scurvy, Whiskers, Dodge, Sprout, Bill, and Squeaky are all just waiting. This is their home. They seem kind of reluctant to leave it, but they look at the sea lily with wide eyes. You know that the sea lily is not the place for them to grow up. It could be temporary, sure. These are kids. They've taken a liking to you.
So, well, kids, I was once in a situation much like you are, a faraway city called Ammonfort. I've been saving up a bunch of me money. I was planning to use that money to make a shelter there for kids who didn't have no parents, like us. But I feel like maybe it'd be better to set it up right here for you kids. And I think what other ones you know that have misfortune. I know lots of people must have lost their parents in all of this time. These creatures have been running rampant. It's going to take a while to build this place up. Are you up to leading this once we get it going?
You see Dodge.
Finding the kids who are in trouble.
Dodge inflates, puffs up
Grinning.
his chest. He says, yeah, I know some people that can help. We've got muscle. We've got spunk. You're the boss. You just tell us what to do.
I'm not going to be a boss, kids. You're going to need to do that on your own. But I'll help you get started. And I know lots of smart people who can help out. In fact, remember that guy who gave you all that food back on the sea lily? He's a really smart guy. And I think he might have some words for you.
You hear that? And Dodge turns to the other kids. He said, I'm the boss. He looks very self-important, and all the kids are wide-eyed and looking at everything that's happening with fantastical eyes. KB steps up. And I'm not going to put words in his mouth, but I imagine it's heartwarming and it's hopeful and inspiring. KB will turn to the group of you and will ask that you come visit.
You bet. Gotta check on my investment, don't I?
KB will unfurl a long laundry list of the things that still need to be fixed at the haunted house that you took over in Saltmarsh and hold
That's
it out
right.
to you, Paul.
All right, I can do that, mate. No problem. If you can do this,
And
been a
then
pleasure. And we'll be in touch.
Sprout, the smallest of the orphans, will waddle up and just pull on your shirt, Paul, looking up at you, trying to get your attention.
All right. I'll bend down to his level.
And then he'll like whisper into your ear and he'll say, aren't you gonna stay?
No, but I'm gonna visit. Can't stay here. Got a lot of things I gotta do. Plus, I gotta go out and bring back some more money for you people. I keep building this up. There's bad people in other towns that we gotta stop, just like we did here. We're
Sprout
gonna do that from the ceiling.
pulls on your shirt and then grabs your wrist and will put a button in your hand. It's a wooden button.
All right.
It's got 4 eyes.
Thanks, Sprout. That's a really nice gift. You know, Buttons is the name of my first and favorite pet mouse. I'm gonna use my speak with animals and talk to Buttons, and tell her, Buttons, gotta stay and take care of this little one, Sprout, for me, okay? I'll be coming back to visit, but you just keep him out of trouble, and I bet he'll feed you all the time, just like I do.
Oh, that's so cute. Okay. Buttons leaves your party and becomes a fierce guardian for Sprout. Oh, that's so cute. Okay. So, KB gets installed as one of the council members. We see Constable Jute leaves the guard, the watch, and joins full-time as a council member. Cole begins to coordinate with KB in establishing a orphanage here in the Styes. Do you want to stay and help organize that, or do you want to leave with the Sea Lily? Cole.
Cole will stay for the time being, get it set up so it's all running smoothly before he leaves.
Finn, Garen, Asra, and the rest of the Sea Lily begin to take off. You're heading back towards Saltmarsh. We see one last scene with Pol, as Pol is in the city hall with KB and you're filling out paperwork and coming up with plans. And it's about then that Thornwell announces herself and she says, I hope I'm not intruding. I just wanted to introduce you to someone. A friend of mine that I thought perhaps could be a good partner. Or at least assistant in your endeavors.
All right, great. More the merrier.
She gestures over to a new person that walks in. My name is Maris. It is a pleasure to meet you. And you see that there is an individual here who has a sort of weathered look about her, kind of in a lived-in sort of way. She's late 30s, early 40s. She's wearing practical clothing. Cole, can I get either an insight check or a perception check from you?
They are the same. Let's go insight. There you go.
5. Okay. I will say you clock right away that she has an instrument on her back. She's holding a journal that has sheet music sticking out of it. Other than that, she has a pretty down-to-earth sort of vibe about her. So I was thinking, perhaps, maybe we could put our heads together. I had an idea of something. I want to call it a story house. Perhaps it could be part orphanage, part somewhere to teach children how to sing and dance. Would you be down for that?
Oh, I'd love nothing more. That sounds amazing. You're a player. That's great.
Yes,
He
I
starts
am.
pulling out his lute.
She pulls her
playing,
lute
playing
out.
right away.
Yeah, and she starts vibing and playing with you as well. Can I get another insight check from you? 10. She's
Twice as good.
she's a very good player. She just has an intuition with the instrument. She's able to make it sing. It's not just playing and plucking strings. It is harmonizing with yours. And she begins to embed herself into the process. And eventually, Cole, Maris, and KB will set up the first story house in the skies. We zoom out
Nice.
to Saltmarsh. Eventually, you get there. When you arrive, the Saltmarsh Council wants to have a word with you. There's a number of updates you have to give them. You tell them about your adventure. You tell them about your scouting that you did. It's up to you if you want to tell them about the time that you spent on the Eel Coast, where you went and surveyed the corruption over in the hold of the Sea Princes. Because you were technically hired by the Duke in proxy, so it had nothing to do with Saltmarsh politics. Would you like to keep those separate, or... Okay, here's a better question. To what level of transparency and trust do you want to put into the different groups? Because you have the Duke, who was basically your middleman for work that was being given to you by the king. And then you have the Saltmarsh Council, which includes Anders, Ida, Galen, Prime Water.
I feel like as a crew, we would have more of a loyalty to the...
Saltmarsh Council.
Well, and the person that runs the one inn we've become really good friends with, who's also on the...
Mm-hmm.
So
That's right.
I would say any information we want to hold off with the king and all that we can, but with the council, I think we should be transparent. Also introduce Azra, because
Yeah.
Azra's in here for the these are good people, I swear. But yeah.
Yeah, Hannah Wrist.
Inside check all of them. I'm just kidding.
No,
Yeah.
we should actually do that. This is your first time meeting them. Okay, so go ahead and roll me an insight check, Azra.
If would I be told that I'm meeting these people?
Yeah,
On the right,
absolutely.
yeah, probably on the right too.
I don't think they
Enhance ability for advantage.
Yeah,
as I
sure,
pro-
go ahead. Advantage.
Owl's wisdom.
Okay, go ahead. 16.
16 for the first.
Okay. I'm just gonna do a blanket here because there's a lot of them. But I'll treat it appropriately. Okay, so there's Manistrad Copperlocks, who's the mining guild leader. She's a dwarven woman who's a loyalist. You get the sense that she's a very stubborn, very industrial person. She's no nonsense, and she's got a mission. She's got to get it done. What you see is what you get. She's not about playing around with people. Eleander Fireborn is captain of the Saltmarsh City Guard. He's also a loyalist. He is a tiefling. And you know that from your gut feeling that he's probably a reliable man. He's loyal to the king, and he's loyal to the people here. Sorry, he's a loyalist? Interesting. Okay. I thought he was a traditionalist. So he is loyal to the king. So Saltmarsh comes second. Anders Solmore, owner of the Solmore Trading Company, a young man. He is a traditionalist. He cares about the people of Saltmarsh. He is a puppy dog of a man. You see that there's a really warm welcome with the rest of your party. He invites all of you to his house as soon as you make land here, and he throws a party in your name. Anders, you can tell, is a genuine soul. He's extremely warming, and he even offers you a place to stay while you're here. Ida Oland is the leader of the council. She owns a number of fishing ships in Saltmarsh, and she's a traditionalist. She's an older woman, and you know that she's no nonsense. She is very skeptical. She's a cynic. She very clearly puts walls up when you come in. You're an outsider. She doesn't know anything about you. And even with the vouch coming from the party, she still seems a bit hesitant. You get the sense that she's a strategist, and she's going to put Saltmarsh first and foremost over everything. Yellen Primewater, the wealthiest man in Saltmarsh. He is the wealthiest merchant. You know right away that this guy's a scumbag, but he's doing it luxuriously. He is a traditionalist. He loves Saltmarsh. His family has deep, deep, deep roots, generational wealth here, and he cares about Saltmarsh doing well. That is the council. How does Astra feel just in general about this group of people? How do you present yourself to them?
Astro presents himself as a down-to-earth guy. He will not reveal that he's a noble. He doesn't consider himself above the people. He will reveal that he's traveling to end the curse of his people. So he empathizes with them trying to have the good of the people of this place of Saltmarsh, while he's trying to have the best interest of his people as well. And he likes them, especially those who like really are trying to make Saltmarsh a better place.
As the group of you begin to spend time in Saltmarsh, Garen, you receive a letter. The letter bears no marks on it, but you can tell just from the quality of it that this is the finest possible paper that anybody could buy. It's handmade. It's freshly made.
Aaron would actually take it to his room for privacy and open it.
Okay. It's written in code. I want you to roll me. Let's see. Let me have a look at your character sheet.
Yeah,
I
I've
wanna
been
say
thinking about
intelligence.
rebuilding.
Investigation. I want you to roll me investigation.
Okay.
16. Okay. With a 16, you realize that this is an extremely hard code to crack, and you get a partial success here. you are able to pick out 4 letters. K-I-N-G. King. You are able to tell that this letter is being sent to you from the King of Kyoland directly.
Garen's blood runs cold. This is scary, interesting, and exciting all at the same time.
Over the next couple of
He also
days.
He does not want to ask for help on this.
No, you keep this to yourself. If only KV were here.
Mhm.
KV could crack this in a heartbeat.
He would trust KB, and that is it.
Mm-hmm.
He's the only one Garen would trust to help him decode this.
You take the rest of the week to decode it, and eventually you crack it. And it is a summon from the king asking you to come to Neoldra, the capital of Kyoland, for a secret meeting.
Oh. Okay.
Do you tell the
Hey, Ella,
others?
you want to go to Neoldra?
Ella will go with you. Absolutely. But do you tell the rest of your crew? What do you tell them if you do?
Nope.
No, you just disappear?
Yep.
Okay. One day you wake up and Garen is gone. Ella is gone too. Finn.
Yeah.
You find that the house that you were all given from the Saltmarsh Council is a little more empty with Garen gone. Pole's not here either. A number of the Sea Lily crew have come up and they're satisfying all of the different things. You know that Pole will eventually come by.
Mm-hmm.
It's a matter of time, maybe like a month or something. Azra has joined you and is probably going to set off soon-ish. So there's a feeling of paths unwinding here. How does Finn feel about that?
Very mixed. So I don't think we're gonna go into other stuff, but can Finn have talked to at some point? We can wrap this in somewhere later, but could you have talked to Elsa before she leaves?
Oh yeah, Ella. Yeah.
Ella, sorry, yeah. Okay.
This
But
would
in
probably
this
be on the ship coming back to
yeah, I was
Saltmarsh.
imagining on the ship, but I
Yeah.
didn't want to interrupt what we
Yeah,
were
of
doing.
course.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine. So whenever we do time skippy stuff or whatever. But in this moment, Finn is very mixed emotion. Well, he knows that we'll say that he's been feeling some kind of like, okay, Pole will be back, it's fine, whatever. Azra says, "Oh, I'm gonna be leaving soon to do this thing," and he knows that he's gonna do this. One day he wakes up and Garen is just gone. Ella's gone. There's a family he was starting to feel with everybody. And he let one down with Abigail. One was taken away from him by this ravenous evil dead. And now another one is just disappearing on him. And he's got this feeling of both, was I a bit of a burden? Because I would fall a lot and have to be picked up a lot. Is this everyone just kind of going on a different path? Is this supposed to be some kind of thing in my head of, okay, maybe there's a new path for me. Maybe this is a new beginning. But there is just this moment of like, everyone's going away again, and he just doesn't know how to react to this other than a little bit of sadness.
You go to bed that night after Garen and Ella are gone, and the house is quiet. You have a hard time falling asleep. But sometime, deep in the night, feel a hand touch your shoulder. You open your eyes. You see Abigail. She's looking down at you. This woman dressed in leather. She's got elvish heritage. She's got long, bright red-orange hair. She's smiling down at you. Hi,
Abigail.
it's me.
He opens up his little locket he has, and he looks to see if the special compartment is still there. Still got the piece.
It's there.
He's like,
It's her.
I don't know what's. Are you? He goes to, like, kind of reach out for her. Is it like transparent?
When you
or-
try to touch her, your hand goes through her. She's not physically there.
How are you? How are you in front of me? And he goes to maybe pinch himself to see if this is like a dream.
As you go to pinch yourself, she'll reach forward and put her hand on yours as if to try to stop you, just very gently. You're asleep right now. This is a dream.
It's the first time since you've been gone that you've shown up in a dream. I'm sorry. And there's tears in his eyes rolling down his cheek as he says, I'm sorry. I love you. I'm so upset about what happened. Maybe we shouldn't have done that. Maybe we shouldn't have done that formation. Maybe we shouldn't have. I should have protected you.
Finn,
Should have been better.
you did everything that you could. I know it. I was there. I saw how hard you tried. I didn't make it. Not entirely. But I'm also not entirely gone.
Yeah. He'll
You-
grab his thing. I have a way to bring you back. I'm gonna bring you back. I made a promise to myself.
She shakes her head. She has this soft, sad smile on her face as she does. She says, some things happened after you left. You were the only survivor I saw from the other side. I waited. There wasn't any way that I could reach for you. Tried to talk to you and you couldn't hear me. But I know. I followed you for a little bit. I know you tried. Something called me back. After you left, someone else came. You were not the only one. I need you to go find somebody, Finn. People that tried to save me. They saw me. They talked to me. They are the reason I can talk to you now.
I will. Who? How do I find them?
I need you to head north. There's a group of people that call themselves the Silent Order. They're researchers, just like us. They want to make the world a safer place. They know about magic. They know how to fight the undead. Finn, I think you could do wonderful things with them. But they couldn't save me. Not in the way that you want them to.
Can I still save you with the way that... So he kind of looks at his locket a little bit and pulls out the piece of hair that he has left. I saved this in the thought that this could bring you back. If I go to them, do they know someone who could bring you back?
She shakes her head. No, Finn. I don't need you to save me. I need you to let go.
All right, for you, are you happy? Are you safe?
I'm happy now. As she says that, she's just looking at you. And she's smiling. And let me get an insight check from you.
I pulled everything down so I could look at her photo.
I know, I could tell. I was like, as soon as I started describing her, you like looked over and you went click, click, and I was like, oh yeah, Zombie's pulling up the art. I couldn't find the art. Do you know where?
Is it not in? Is it? It should still be in the thing. In
I thought it was.
People we've met.
Who we've met?
Not people. I remember us having it at one point.
I remember us having it, and I was gonna pull it on stream right as we started this scene, but I could not find it.
Oh, I guess it is gone. Huh.
Yeah, it's okay.
Anyway,
insight check.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, you're good. Okay, 14. With a 14, you're looking into her eyes, and you can tell that she's sad. Of course she's sad. This is the first time she's been able to talk to you. This is a heartbreaking moment, but there's hope there too. And the hope is for you.
So, I think there's a flood of emotions going through Finn right now because he wants to believe that this is real. This is coming to him in a dream. Is there any way with the 14 insight that I could tell if this is like manipulation again, like how he was just with the...
I'll say with a 14, all you know is this is a dream. You know 100% this is a dream. Whether something is reaching out to you in your dream, maybe. It's happened before, especially with the hags.
Mm-hmm.
Does it feel manipulative? It could be either way. You don't know. But it feels real.
I think he's going to give the benefit because there are other people and other things that have haunted him before that could have probably found out about this, and this is the first time she's ever appeared in this form, ever.
Yeah, there
So
have been moments in the past where you might have heard Abigail's voice, like distantly, but like kind of incoherently. I think the last time that, I believe when you got mind controlled by the Aboleth, the very first one, you heard a voice, but you didn't see her.
No.
She sounds crystal clear. She looks crystal clear right now.
Finn will, I guess, he'll get up in his mind and he'll recite, I guess, a little bit of the, okay, go to the Silent Order, go to the, for you, I will. And then he'll turn over, and since it's a dream, he can be anywhere. So I'm gonna put Bims like right next to me in the bed.
Yeah.
And I'll go. This is Bims. My draconic. I was able to speak and with him. Well, I mean, I can speak to him. I can't understand quite saying.
Do you? So if this is your dream, you can make literally anything happen. If you want Bims to start speaking in common, you could if you wanted. But she'll basically like crouch down in front of Bims and she'll like hold her finger out and waggle it, and you see Bims kind of roll onto his back and his belly's flopping back and forth. The rest of the dream will be sweet. It doesn't end abruptly. It goes on for as long as you need it to. And it's gentle. It's patient. You get to say all the things that you want to Abigail.
Finn will. The longer this dream goes on, the longer he feels like this is more and more okay, because if this had been like something more, it probably would have ended suddenly or would have just climacted as soon as I tried to grab her or any of these. So I will. What he'll say is, I'll learn to forgive myself for everything. I'll learn to be better for you. I'll learn to carry on your name and help you the best I can. I would love to see you more often if the magic can let you, but if I can't ever see you again, just know that I love you and you'll always be near my heart.
She will tell you that this is the last time you're going to see her. You're able to take her to all the places that you want to, show her all the things that you remember. And when the dream finally ends, she tells you that she loves you too. As we see the screen fade to black, we see the sea lily out on the ocean, away from Saltmarsh. Text scrawls onto the screen, and it reads, 4 years later. We hear the ding ding of a bell, and you hear the ropes of the sea lily being pulled, masts being drawn, as the crew is in full swing, preparing for a storm. Captain, what are your orders? Stepping up onto the helm is a powerful, strapping individual. Why do you... I can't look at Garen right now. You see a large hat with a deep purple feather, an impressive coat billowing against the sharp winds of the growing storm. The captain points out over to the others and says,
"Tie everything down. This is going to be a wild one."
"Yes, Captain Tully." And that's where we're going to end season 1 of Secrets of Saltmarsh.
God!
As
what a way to end
your
it.
new captain of the Sea Lily, because essentially the party is going to be leaving the Sea Lily to go do other stuff. Your new captain for your ship is going to be Tully, for better or for worse. But before we button off for the evening, I would love to say thank you so much to my wonderful castmates for Oh my gosh, Secrets of Saltmarsh has been going on for a long
2021
fucking time. Oh my god, forever. So, I can't remember if we've said it on stream or not, but we will be back with season 2 after a 4-year time skip. We will be having an additional cast member joining us, and there's also going to be an extended roster of characters. So you might see some of these familiar faces piloting new characters, but all of that is to be revealed in less than a month. So for the last time, as you knew them before the time skip, we're gonna go around and do some outros here. So please tell me who you are, where we can find you, what your favorite moment of the season was, I guess, which is gonna be a hard one. Or you can make it the session if, I don't know. We'll start.
No, it's the end, the finale.
We'll start with Igneal, our newest, no longer going to be newest cast member. Next time that you see them here.
Going up in the world. I'm just kidding.
Going up in the world. Hi, tell us all about you.
Hi, my name's Jeff. No, I'm just kidding.
My name's Jeff.
My name's Jeff.
Yep.
My name is Igneal. You can find me on Blue Sky, Igneal Blazeheart. Favorite moment? Do you want me to do today or the campaign? I guess parts
Up to
of
you. Say whatever you want.
I think it was the whole Paul and KB creating the playhouse. I really like that part where like they made an orphanage and then teaching people to the kids to like read and play and stuff. I'm like, that was very heartwarming.
So, I'm not going to tell all of you the details because you're just going to have to find out. And also, I'm planning on doing some individual scenes with each of the players so we can figure out some stuff that has happened during the time skip with their stuff. Yeah, the story house is going to be a whole thing. I hope you're ready, Andicarus. It's going to, yeah. It's not just like a, this is an orphanage. Yeah. So we'll be in touch and we'll talk to you about it. Yeah. But anything else? Igneal?
Sorry, I'm kind of blanking right now.
No, you're good. You're good. Okay. Pass it on over to Godfather.
Hey, I'm GodfatherWraith _ESG. Yeah, I honestly have no online or no social media presence. You can basically just find me here in Stella's chat or other members of the community when they're streaming, or in her Discord. So I'm actually going to have a favorite moment of tonight and for the campaign. I'm going to say my favorite moment of the campaign is the creation of Naked Night or Naked Day on the ship. That was done to troll Ireland, and it was just a funny thing that just kept going. But my favorite moment of tonight was when Morgana took over my camera.
That was pretty fucking cute.
Uh-huh.
I think it's so funny that you said that about Naked Day because I have a reveal at the very, very end.
Oh.
But we'll get back to that in just a second.
Okay.
We'll pass it on. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to say that's it for me.
We'll pass on over to Andicarus.
Hi, yeah, I'm John, aka Andicarus on the internet, and you can find me on most social media under that name. And you can also look up the games that I make on my itch site, also by that name. And I really enjoyed playing Pole. I was not here from the beginning of the campaign, but I've been here so long it almost feels like it. When I joined, we had a number of people who aren't here anymore, but we had Finn and Garen for the whole time. So these guys welcomed me. I wanna thank them for that. And It's been fun to watch their characters evolve and grow. Obviously, I come in after I don't know how many months of play you'd already started with. You guys had a path that you were on. I feel like that path probably went a little bit different after I joined with this weird character that I made that doesn't like violence. So I appreciate that you're welcoming and open-minded enough to let it go that way. I guess my favorite part of the campaign was just that. I also, as a favorite part of both this session and the whole campaign, is that we struggled to have a captain of the Sea Lily. Arlen was a strong captain and was very much the captain. There was no doubt about it at all. But after Arlen left, KB didn't want to be the captain. Nobody wanted to be the captain. And trying democracy kind of just faded. We started just doing our own thing, and the ship was really rudderless. There was nothing going on. I love that Tully is the captain. That's how it ends up. When you just leave a vacuum for any old person to be the captain, because no one wants to be the captain who's responsible, what do you get for a captain? You get Tully, the totally irresponsible goblin. And I'm interested to see how that goes for everybody. Is it going to be naked year, naked day every day? Or is he going to step up and is he going to become actual worthy captain material? I'm excited about that. I'm excited to find out.
Oh, man. So I think I'm okay with telling everyone what the votes were. So we voted on who should be captain after Arlen was leaving. And so I had everyone secretly message me what they wrote down on their piece of paper. And then I took those and I gave it to Emma, who's playing Arlen, because Arlen would have read them, right? I can't remember if I told y'all what was written down on it, but what was written down was anyone except me, which is not helpful because it's anonymous. No one knows who the me is, right? Finn, KB, Arlen should keep the Sea Lily, and so it was ultimately Arlen's choice to say that KB won. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Wow. That was
That's
very
fair.
exciting.
Choosing your successor is
Yeah.
normal way to go with captains in the old
Yeah.
days. So yeah, I
Yeah.
get that.
So
Excellent.
part of the joke was it being anonymous when I said anybody except me.
Yes, because I didn't tell Emma who gave what. I literally just listed what was on the pieces of paper because it was all like in a hat, right? So Arlen/Emma wouldn't know who wrote what. So now I know, like, I mean, you DM'd it to me, but now if Emma's listening, knows that it was you.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so funny.
I thought it was a good joke. And it's right up Garen's alley.
Yeah.
That's how Garen would be.
All right. Zombie, tell us all about you.
Hello. Well, I want to add one addendum to that. I'm the one that voted for myself.
That's
So
awesome. Wait, no, I think that's so cool. Like, that's such a Finn thing to do, to like try to like, you know, step up.
Well, in my mind, I'm like, you know what? The way that my character's been going, he's been trying to be sort of, all right, let's step up. Let's try and be a leader, right? So I'm like, my gut at that point went with it, but I was this close to voting KB. So if I had voted KB, it would have been unanimous for KB. So now I'm just like, should I have just voted for KB? But wow, that blew me away a little bit. But hi, I'm Jacob. I'm Zombie IMZ. I'm whatever your name you have to call me. You can find me on Blue Sky if you like. And I do video editing on the side as well. I'm also part of the awesome people at the Pocket Dragon Pub. Vixie was in here a little while ago. She is one of the head peoples of that thing, so it was really awesome to see her stop by and say hello. So I think so. I'm gonna do a favorite moment and a favorite like theme as well, but I guess I'll do the favorite thing from today, which would be not just the polymorph, but the fact that Indy had the nat 20 and was just like, yeah, I'm gonna go with the roll because I have this nat 20. I'm just gonna use the nat 20. I thought that was great.
That's what it's for.
Because like one of the biggest gags of this entire or gags or running themes of this entire thing has been oh, polymorph. Oh, just abandonment. There you go. Goodbye. So it's just really funny that our final battle was drunk. Goodbye. So that was great. I do want to also put for the entire game, because I feel like this was an ongoing thing, so I feel like I can like just say it as a group. But Pole and Tully were absolutely my favorite thing of this entire campaign. It was just so fun just to sit here and watch the two kind of go back and forth. And even though, as Pole said, like they weren't here from the very beginning, or Indy wasn't, but that whole thing, I think, it was just so fun to have someone play off Tully like that. And those were just like my favorite moments just to watch. As well. Thank you, Stella, for not only running this amazing game for all of us. I've been thinking of this particular scene with Finn at the very end for a long time. And I think it was better than, because originally I was going to find a medium. I think this was way better of an idea of going about it with the dream and everything else. So I very much appreciate it. It's been in my brain for years how this was going to plan out. So I appreciate that. And then I want to give one last shout out to Emma, to Nisa, and to Geek Dice, who were the other members of our crew as well during various campaigns. If any of y'all are watching this, thank you so much for being part of this group, whether it be long, short, whatever it be. This entire game has been great. This is the longest campaign I've ever been in. And will continue to be with season 2 because it'll be a whole lots of fun. But yeah, I want to just give a big thank you to everyone there and also at this table as well. Y'all are amazing people, and thank you so much for letting me just be a little part of this.
Thank you so much. So that is going to be the end of Ghosts of Saltmarsh, the module. When we come back with the time skip, it is going to be completely homebrew. It is going to be continued to be set in the world of Greyhawk, and we are going to be calling the show something else. It will be called Guardian. So it is still going to be the same cast. We are going to have an additional cast member, and it's going to be a 4-year time skip. It's going to be interesting. Each one of the characters that you've seen here has been introduced to a new hook or plot or faction, and it's going to be completely up to them what they want to do with it. And I'll be talking to them individually. So you'll find out what happens next on, not Secrets of Saltmarsh because it's over, but on Guardian. Our session is going to be on the 11th of February at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Thank you so much for being here, everyone. And I'm going to end with one final scene. Hole. You are finding yourself back in Saltmarsh, having a drink with Jeff, and you are just unwinding. It has been a very long 4 years. Jeff says,
It's so good for you to be able to stop by. It's been a while. Retirement's been great on me. Can you get me another drink? For old time's sake. Come on, Paul. Please.
You bet, buddy. Come right up. Set him up, bartender.
as the camera pans over to the bar, we see the bartender is actually not behind the bar, but is actually off to the side, affixing a parchment onto the bounty board. Coming right up. Just a sec. Just gotta bang, bang, bang. There we go. And he moves over to the bar, pours 2 drinks, heads over to your table, and puts them down. You want some water with that, or... You good? You good?
Water's for falling in after you get drunk.
Alright. Well, let me know if you need anything else. And he passes by
Cheers.
you. Cheers. Cheers! And Jeff just clinks heavily, sloshes over, just gluck, 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 gluck. Ah, burp. He just stares over at the parchment that's on the wall. He's drank too much and the lines are blurring together.
What's that? What's that say? Is that a grocery list?
Oh no, let me get up. I will get up slowly and a little bit stagger and then walk up to the bar so you can see what's been written on there.
Can I get a Constitution saving throw from you? Okay, 16. You stumble a little bit. You are several many drinks in, but you're able to steady yourself, and as you approach, you feel your heart drop. You recognize exactly what this is. This is a wanted poster. And staring right back at you is the face of your best friend, Captain Tully of the Sea Lily. And at the bottom is a reward of 5,000 crowns. And it says, wanted, dead or alive. Sea Prince from the Hold of Sea Princes. And that's where we're going to end season 1 of Secrets of Saltmarsh. Thank you.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, so if y'all
Wow.
remember, the Sea Princes are essentially the opposing hostile force to Kyoland. So we're gonna see how that works out for Pole and what that's gonna what implications that's gonna be. But that's going to be it for us. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. Thank you so much to all of my Patreons and my wonderful cast here. We'll see you in a couple of weeks. Take care of yourselves. Have fun. Good night.